look Terri, Lola is reporting about something that is happening in Rock Road.
I can only imagine, it's more of the same, another tale of how a Torbay private landlord had their plans passed up at the town hall to open another super house of multiple occupancy for the poor and lost, tempted to Torbay, along with their addictions and chaos.
That's Torbay TV has received an unofficial report that the scaffolded building behind me is being made into 3 flats, each with a rental value of £850 a month. This is welcome news for local people, worried about having more multiple occupancy housing along already overcrowded streets. Even now, some residents are being forced to store their household waste on the road. This is Lola, reporting for That's Torbay TV, in Rock Road.
Joan, did you hear that? The key word there is unofficial. We need to be getting statements from official sources, and by that I mean Torbay council planners themselves. Unofficial, well, that could be another meaningless, unsubstantiated allegation from the typewriter keyboard of that nasty, bitter and twisted, trouble-making little troll who is so obsessed with themselves they try to cast aspersions about good and decent local people, smearing verbal diarrhea across Facebook pages.
Oh Terri, please, you have to find fault with everything, don't you? I'd rather like to think that whilst Lola's source is unofficial, it is just as trustworthy. I wish I had a large enough income to pay £850 a month on rent.
Come off it, Joan. If you had £850 in your purse every month to slip inside a rent book, would you honestly choose to spend it on a flat overlooking dirty, overcrowded, run-down houses where rubbish covers the streets? No one in their right minds will pay that to live on Rock Road or Melville Street in their current states. Sorry Joan, it doesn't wash with me or make sense. I am not being taken in by any of it.
Is it any wonder that we get called negative people up at the town hall, Terri? You pull everything apart and then criticize it. You find fault with every single thing. Isn't it time to start giving people a break?
Oh, be quiet for a minute, Joan. Look, you're actually on the television. My, haven't you got a big head? It is to be an unusual camera angle, truly. I've never seen it look that big before.
I was very proud to be filmed by That's Torbay TV, Terri, supporting such a worthwhile cause with Tracey Ireland and her team. The words, "We won't be silenced," are written on that placard. You know that there is a lot of concern for local people who are being oppressed by Torbay's rogue landlords, live in bad housing, surrounded by drug dealers, violence and antisocial behavior. These people deserve to be helped and listened to, Terri, but their voice is being increasingly stifled.
Good for you, Joan. I suppose we are about to hear another speech from Tracey Ireland. What does that say on the screen? The Queen of Talkie Hearts. Oh my God, who on earth does she think she is?
Hello me lovelies. Well, I'm not about to confess to a string of Christmas parties with my team inside my bunker during lockdown. But I am here to speak about the growing trend towards censorship in Torquay. Friends, everyone deserves a voice. The Melville Street resident, who finds furniture dumped outside their window every time a tenant in the block does a midnight flit, deserves to be heard, just as much as the politician, who plants some seeds in a local park as an electioneering exercise.
Surely, you can agree with that, Terri.
I do, Joan, but we all know that free speech only applies to the things that flatter the ears and eyes of the Torquay establishment, and pander to the bank accounts of business and commerce. Anything else is labeled as negative. If you challenge a decision, or hold a councillor to account when they break a promise made to win an election, that's seen as negative. If you then dare to repeat your challenge, it's classed as being political and abusive. Then come the cries for you to be blocked.
Before we had the internet and social media, Terri, we had to suffer in silence. In those days, the Herald Express was the only way people got told anything about Torbay. Freedom of speech was probably confined to the letters page, and then it was up to the editor to decide if they would print what you said. I think that the mood at the town hall has changed, but as Tracey said, we now wait for words and promises to be translated into actions. that will really make a difference.